Hello friends, welcome to DO Show class. Uh, Social Science Class 8 Chapter 2 British Rule in India एक्सरसाइज के क्वेश्चन आंसर हम देखेंगे. ब्रिटिश रूल इन इंडिया एक्सरसाइज क्वेश्चन 1. राइट द आंसर्स ऑफ द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस इन वन सेंटेंस. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, हु वाज मेड द नवाब ऑफ बंगाल बाय द ब्रिटिश after removing Mir Jafar? Mir Qasim was made the Nawab of Bengal by the British after removing Mir Jafar. Second question, during the time of which governor was the permanent settlement introduced in India? During the time of Cornwallis governor, the permanent settlement was introduced in India. Third, the victory of which war gave the British the power to collect revenue in Bengal? The victory of Battle of Buxar gave the British the power to collect revenue in Bengal. And last, 4. Who introduced the Rayatwari system? Thomas Munro introduced the Rayatwari system. Question 2a, write a short note. Birsa Munda. Birsa Munda was born on November 15, 1875. His father's name was Sugna Munda and mother's name was Karmi Mundaina. Birsa's childhood was spent grazing sheep and goats, playing the flute and playing in arena. Due to the poverty in the family, Birsa Munda spent his childhood constantly migrating with his father. He had heard about the struggle between the Munda people and the Kus in his childhood. He wore Janoi. He also worked with Vaishnav preachers. At a young age, he engaged himself in the work of upliftment of the tribal society. Birsa Munda died in 1900 AD. The Birsa Munda movement slowed down and the British found a favorable time to expand their empire. Second short note, Rayatwari system. Thomas Munro introduced the Rayatwari system in 1820 AD in provinces of Mumbai and Madras. ये सब आपको शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन में एग्जाम में आ सकता है, इसलिए in this system the tiller of land was made the owner of the land. The farmer had to pay land revenue as per the condition of the government. This practice did not have any benefit in the land ownership. Because of these reasons, first reason is excessive land revenue. The government had the right to increase land revenue whenever it wanted. Whether the crop failed or destroyed, the Rayat had to pay the land revenue. Third short note, Mahalwari system. Holt Mackenzie introduced the Mahalwari system in 1822 AD in northwestern provinces and some regions of central India. The term Mahal was used for a village or a group of villages in the British revenue records. According to this system, the unit of collecting revenue was not a farmer's farm, but the entire village or its collective land. In this method, land revenue was determined by surveying the village and taking into account the income of the farm. and farm produce, etc. Hence, this method was known as Mahalwari system. The responsibility of collecting land revenue was assigned to the village headman. Question 2b. Write the answers of following questions. First question, how were the farmers exploited in the permanent settlement system? In this permanent settlement system, the farmers had to give the fixed revenue to the landlord. The landlord had to deposit fixed amount as per contract every year to the government. The permanent settlement was in favor of the landlords. Entirely, the landlords had to pay the fixed amount of revenue. Land of those who could not pay the revenue, who confiscated, but later the landlords started buying the land. In this way, the farmers exploited in the permanent settlement system and became impoverished. Second question, what was the condition of agriculture in India in the 18th century? In the 18th century, the East India Company established their authority over the prosperous regions of that time like Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. The company wanted to establish a monopoly over India's agricultural markets. Agriculture products were among the essential items to the exported to England, so the company tried to commercialize agriculture in India as per their will. Products mainly consisted of indigo, cotton, rose silk, opium, and paper. Third question, why was the demand for indigo increased in the European countries? Indigo was a substance used in dyeing. Until 1790 AD, European countries were importing indigo from Caribbean countries, but as its production decreased, demand for the India indigo increased. The color of India's indigo used to shine brightly on the cloth. Such brightness was absent in other indigo. So the demand for indigo increased in the European countries. Fourth question. Describe the activities of the tribes during the British rule. The main activities of the tribal people during the British rule were as follows. Many tribes collected food from the forests for their survival. Some tribes reared cattle. They moved about from place to place with their livestock like sheep, goats, cows, buffaloes, etc. The Khon tribes who lived in the forests of Odisha would hunt in groups and collect fruits, tuberous roots, medicines, and herbs from forests. They would distribute all these things equally among themselves and sell them in local markets. The Khon tribes earned their livelihood by selling kusum and palash flowers to artisans for dyeing clothes and leather. Tribal people living in various regions of India used to do two types of farming: shifting agriculture, sustainable agriculture. Question 3. Find the correct option from the following options. How many practices were there for indigo production in India? Answer is B. 2. Second, in which two provinces was the Rayatwari system introduced in 1820 AD? यह रैयतवाड़ी सिस्टम यहाँ पे आप लिख सकते हैं मुंबई एंड मद्रास. So answer is again B. Mumbai and Madras. Third, which tribe live around Hazaribagh in present Jharkhand? Answer is Santhal. And last, under whose leadership did the tribals want to establish Munda Raj? Birsa Munda. Thank you. Thank you.